In this video, we're going to dive into the Facebook Messenger marketing updates and how you can still get leads for your business with Messenger and avoid the bot apocalypse that is getting accounts shut down left and right. Let's get started. Hey there, this is Brian Finale, co-founder of My Lead System Pro, where we help home business owners get results. And in today's exciting training, we're going to be going over the flurry of updates that Facebook just released specifically for Messenger marketing. Now, this is a critical training for home business owners just like you and me, and we've brought in an expert in Messenger marketing and ManyChat to help you get more leads with Messenger, but also follow the new rules. There's a new ecosystem, a new Messenger bot world out there where you can still be profitable, where you can still get leads and still make sales with Messenger, but the game has changed. This is a vital training if you are leveraging Facebook Messenger in any capacity to grow your business. And stay on to the end of this training where we're going to give you exact action steps to play by the new Messenger marketing rules and profit and thrive in the new Messenger bot ecosystem. Let's get started.
Cool. So we're going to dive in. I want to keep this quick and tight, but also give you all the information you need to be prepared to survive and thrive in the new ManyChat and Messenger bot ecosystem. So you can still get red hot leads, sales, and signups for your business. So I'm going to be sharing, why Messenger marketing is still an untapped opportunity for you if you choose to embrace it the right way. I'm going to share with you how to avoid getting your page shut down and Messenger account banned by understanding the new Messenger rules. Share with you some 5 simple ways to generate qualified, ready to buy leads with Messenger bots post the critical bot apocalypse update, and then how to implement what I call the Messenger Ferris wheel so you can continuously deliver value to your subscribers and sell your stuff 24/7. In case we meet in first time, as Brian said, Antonio Thompson from Brooklyn, New York. I currently run a Facebook marketing agency where I focus on Facebook ads and Messenger bots, working with a lot of clients from top earners in network marketing profession to real estate agents to brokers to gyms. So bots, what the bot, right? You may have heard these terms. I know some people that are on the training may be aware of bots, may be aware of chat bots and messenger marketing, but what does this all mean? What's a bot? What's a chat bot? What's a messenger bot? What's messenger marketing? And if I had to define it in one sentence, it's basically an automated way, and I say in quotation marks, automated, because in our niche, right, network marketing, right, automation is great, but we still need to get on the phone with people, right? So bots, chat bots, messenger marketing is just an automated way for you to communicate with your audience using messaging apps. We're talking Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, iMessage, WeChat, Android messages, Snapchat, Skype. That's what a bot is. Just allows you to communicate with your audience using messaging apps. And why is messenger marketing important and why should it be part of your strategy? Well, we've heard people say email is dead. Email isn't dead, but it's crowded, right? If I were to ask you in the Q&A or chat, like how many unread emails do you have in your inbox? It's probably a lot, right? And they're emails that you probably will never get to. And so people are bombarded by email. And so they're not opening and responding as they once were. People actually prefer using messaging apps to communicate, right? Communicating with businesses as well as each other, right? My grandmother, who is 86 years old, right? She knows, unfortunately, or fortunately, that if she really wants to talk to me and reach me, she should text me first, because then I'll call her back, right? But that's the day and age we're in, right? We love communicating via text, whether it's with our family members or business owners. And so that's why you need to have messenger marketing as part of your strategy. It's easier to opt into Messenger than it is to opt into email, right? We just click a button and we're in Messenger. Messenger is instantaneous and the sales process can move faster, right? The moment someone messages you on Facebook, you get a notification and you're more likely to respond right away. So it's instantaneous and it can move the sales process much faster than just a typical, email, a follow-up campaign, or even sales funnel. And the cool thing about Messenger and Facebook Messenger in particular is you get all of their real data and more of it, right? So if someone were to opt into your sales funnel, right, there's a likelihood that you may get the right number or you may get the wrong number. You may get the right email or you may get the wrong email. In Messenger, you're getting the right person at the right time. And Facebook can pull their data, right? Their email address that they use to sign up for Facebook, their phone number that's included in Facebook. So you're getting real data and you can use that to your advantage. Another reason why Messenger marketing should be part of your strategy, the numbers, they just don't lie. Messenger, 1.3 billion users. WhatsApp, 1.5 billion users. iMessage, 200,000 messages, that's be a zero there, 200,000 messages sent every second. WeChat, which is a China-based app, 1.057 billion users. And messages by Google, 100 million users, right? Consumers spend 90% of their time in an app made by Facebook or Google. This map is just showing you the top social messenger apps around the world. And you can see WhatsApp and Messenger are at the top of the list. It's powerful. It's so powerful that Mark Zuckerberg has come out and said it, that messaging marketing is at the forefront of Facebook right now. Right? In 2016, he said, we think that you should be able to message a business in the same way you message a friend. Shortly thereafter, 3 years later, this is at the recent F8 conference a few months ago, private messaging and ephemeral stories and small groups are by far the fastest growing areas of online communication, meaning Facebook is doubling down on Messenger, which means Messenger should definitely be part of your marketing strategy. If that's not reason enough, this was announced maybe like a year ago. If you didn't know, Messenger, WhatsApp, and Instagram are all owned by Facebook. And so Facebook plans to integrate all three of these apps underneath one messaging platform. And recently, Instagram, this is last month, Instagram began testing a new messaging app called Threads. So the writing is on the wall. Messenger marketing is here to stay. Additionally, chatbots, also bots and messenger marketing all in one, right? Projected to be a $1.25 billion industry in the next 6 years. So it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And if you're not on the train, definitely get on the train, make it a part of your strategy. But with all of this, Facebook has some challenges. There are 60 million business pages on Facebook. There are 7 million advertisers on Facebook. And as you may know, the Facebook newsfeed has been oversold for quite some time, meaning there's no space for more ads, right? With 7 million advertisers and only one newsfeed, and Facebook shifting its focus from, focus to more family and friends, right? There's more competition. So the newsfeed is crowded. Also, there's over 300,000 messenger bots on the platform right now, and only 31% of them are businesses, or only 31% of businesses are using Messenger. So with these kind of numbers, 60 million business pages, 7 million advertisers, and a Facebook newsfeed that's overcrowded, how does Facebook maintain its commitment to creating a positive user experience? Because we know that Facebook cares about advertisers, but their main focus is their users. Because without their users, there's no platform. So they're always trying to make sure that their number one priority is the user experience. And so they want to prevent spam. They want to prevent, a messenger from becoming like email, right? Where people are just sending emails to sell stuff, right? And people get annoyed and they leave, or they block you, or they leave the platform, and Facebook doesn't want that. Additionally, Facebook does want to make money too. And since the Facebook newsfeed is oversold, right, they want to actually find some other ways to generate revenue. So another advertising or ad placement, which is what they're trying to do. But to prevent spam, they've introduced a host of new rules. And these new rules, or updates to current rules, go into effect January 15, 2020. If you want to check them out, just go ahead to that link below. You can read it at your leisure, but I'm gonna go through what these new rules are, and then dive into how you can thrive in this new environment. It's not really a new environment. It's kind of existed for a while, just that we just haven't really marketed appropriately in this environment. So let's start with rule number one, or the update to the rules. The 24-hour window, which is standard messaging. So if you are familiar with ManyChat messenger marketing and the rules, this will make sense to you. I'll try to explain it simply so those who aren't familiar with it can grasp what I'm saying. But the old rule basically stated, right, if someone and this all relates to a Facebook business page, okay? The old rule stated, if someone messaged you on your business page, or if they engaged with you through an ad and ended up in Messenger, or they commented on a post and you had that connected to a bot and they ended up in your Messenger bot, you as the page owner had 24 hours to respond to that user, right? After they engage with you in Messenger, 24 hours. During that 24-hour period, you can be promotional. So in essence, let's say I was giving away a free training through an ad, and someone clicked on that particular ad, and inside of Messenger, I delivered that training, that PDF document, let's say. Now, once that person clicked that ad and was subscribed to my Messenger bot, I have 24 hours to be promotional. I could say, hey, do you want to, now that you downloaded my free PDF on how to, generate leads using Facebook ads, would you be interested in buying my course? Right? I could be promotional within those 24-hour period. After that time, Facebook would allow you to send one additional message, which could also be promotional. So they downloaded my Facebook, my 5 tips to getting leads on Facebook using Facebook ads. I made an offer to them in that first 24 hours to buy my Facebook ad course. They didn't buy it. So now I'm going to send out another reminder to say, hey, there's still time to grab my Facebook ads course. And I'll even give you 10% off, right? So you had 24 hours to send promotional messages. Then you had an additional 1 message to also be promotional. That was the old rule. The new rule simply states you still have 24 hours to respond to a user after they engage with your Messenger. During that 24 hours, you can still be promotional, but that +1 message that you were allowed to send before, you can't do that anymore. That's it. So you can still be promotional in that first 24 hours, just that +1 message, that additional message, you can't do that. That's gone. And that's rule number 1. That's the new update with the 24-hour rule. The second rule or update is message tags and subscription messaging, right? The old rule stated that it allowed you to send messages outside of the 24-hour window if you met certain criteria, right? If it was aligned with one of 16 different tags, right? So as I discussed in the previous slide, someone entered your bot, they requested your 5 tips to generate leads on Facebook using Facebook ads. You then made an offer to them to buy your Facebook ads course. They didn't buy it. Under the new rules, you can't message them again, right? Under this rule here, previously, you could if it met one of these 16 tags here: business productivity, community alert, confirmed event, etc. Right? Now, and most of us would probably use the business productivity tag because we were sharing some business tips, right? To get people to re-engage. Now, this new rule reduces the number of tags from 16 to just 4, right? And those 4 tags are confirmed event update, purchase update, account update, and human agent. Most of these are all e-commerce specific tags. So just to recap what this really means, right? So under the new rules, if the time is run up in that 24-hour period where you can be promotional, you can only send a message outside of those 24 hours, which is a subscription messaging, if it falls under one of these 4 categories or tags here: confirmed event update, purchase update, account update, or human agent. And I'm sharing with you what those actually mean. All right, so the new tags: confirmed event update. So this one here is probably the one that we most likely will use for certain things, right? This is to send reminders or updates for events, appointments, and travels. Like someone has already registered for an event and you're sending them a reminder of that event. Someone has scheduled an appointment with you for a strategy call, right? And you're sending them a reminder about that event, right? If you're in travel, let's say you are a travel agent or you work with the airlines, right? You can send notifications about, someone's trip or, the cancellation of a trip or their baggage or delay, right? A lot of these are e-commerce, but this one could work with us for like webinars, for trainings, for appointments as reminders, not as messages to get people to register for an event, if that makes sense. Again, the rules are you can't be promotional using this tag. The second tag, purchase update, right? If somebody made a purchase, this could work for in some cases if you're selling products, right? If someone has made a purchase, right, you can use this tag to notify the user of an update on their purchase, a confirmation of their transaction, an invoice or receipt. If it's a physical product, you can share shipment status, right? If it's in transit, if it was shipped, if it was delayed, right? These are more purchase type updates. The third one, account update. So if there were notifying the user of any non-recurring changes to their account, if the user had a credit card issue or a fraud alert or suspicious activity, right? These are all kind of e-commerce related. Human agent, right? This allows human people basically to respond to inquiries of their users within a 7-day period, right? So let's say your business is closed for the weekend and it takes more than 24 hours just for someone to get back to them. So this tag would allow you to respond to them. So a lot of these are e-commerce focused. The two that could be, the main one that could be relevant for us is confirmed event updates, so reminders about events people have registered for already and appointments that they've already scheduled. And if you're selling products online through Messenger or whatever, you could use the purchase update to send notifications about someone's recent purchase. Here's the deal though, no promotional content unless the user re-engages. Right? So let's say, for instance, you send a reminder to people who registered for a webinar, right? And they re-engage, which means they click the button, they type the reply to you. Now the 24-hour window resets. So now you have, again, 24 hours to potentially be promotional. So as an example, you could say someone registered for a webinar, you sent them a reminder event update inside of Messenger. They clicked the button, they responded, yes, looking forward to, excited to join you in the webinar. You might send a message that says, awesome, before you join the webinar, would you be interested in checking out this cheat sheet that will help you, move faster in the process, right? That can be something you can do. But if they haven't re-engaged, right, at all, you cannot send promotional content. Here's the big change. All right, here we go. Big change. Subscription messaging. Old rules stated that you could send recurring messages outside of that 24-hour window for specific use cases, news, productivity, and personal trackers. This is very connected to the last two updates, right? You had to apply for subscription messaging to send non-promotional subscription messages using one of the 16 tags that I shared before in the previous slide, right? So you could send messages outside of that 24-hour window if you were approved for subscription messaging and what you were sending connected to one of the 16 tags, right? New rule, well, you still have 24 hours to respond to a user after they engage with your Messenger, and that's all you get. There's no need to apply for subscription messaging because there's only 4 tags now. And if you are a news publisher who sends regular news updates, you should register under the Facebook news page index to send recurring messages outside of the 24-hour period. So the big change here, and this is, I guess, why people are Oh my God, the sky is falling. What are we gonna do? We can't send broadcast messages anymore. Oh my God, the sky is falling. You cannot send subscription messaging unless you are a registered news publisher. Okay? This is where the groans and the pain start. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna get my message out to my audience? Oh man, Facebook Messenger bots don't work anymore. Time to find a new strategy. No, just time to understand the rules and be a good marketer. That's what I'm gonna teach you. Okay, so those are 3 updates. So is this the end? No, not at all. Just like, when Facebook reduced organic engagement on business pages and, they wanted you to now invest in your business and actually advertise, that's what you got to do now. You got to pay to play, right? It's going to cost you to send sponsored messaging to your audience, right? That's just what it is. Another revenue stream for Facebook, but a way to really make sure the platform remains user friendly and is taking steps to protect the user, right? So it's going to get rid of the lazy marketers. In essence, it's going to get rid of the lazy marketers and have the true marketers who are willing to spend money and do marketing the right way succeed. So sponsored messaging. Ads are sent directly to users who have had past conversations with you, right? They've engaged with you in the past in Messenger. They're in your bot, right? You're allowed to now run an ad that they will see. It's an opportunity for you to re-engage with people outside of the 24-hour window, right? As you can see on the right-hand side there, this ad can be promotional or non-promotional, totally up to you, right? If I'm going to be spending money on some ads, it's going to be both, right? Unlike other Messenger ads, it actually looks like every other conversation in the inbox, right? So you see on the right-hand side, Jasper's Market, right? It looks like a normal, conversation in someone's inbox until they open it up. Then it's marked sponsored, okay? Here's some notes about sponsored messaging. The jury is still out on this. Like it's like one of those Facebook updates that take a while for Facebook to figure out how it's going to work. And there's still a little apprehensive and tentativeness about this type of ad. What I recommend you do is plan in advance, because they recommend spending $30 for 1,000 impressions. But if you have a message that you want to get out to your audience right away, sponsored messaging is probably not going to be the way to go unless you've planned for it, right? So you want to run sponsor ads for at least 5 days to actually maximize the delivery. Because if you do a Facebook a sponsor ad in 1 day, it may not deliver in that day, right? So you want to be very conscious and think about, okay, how does this fall into my overall strategy when it comes to running paid traffic, right? When am I starting this campaign, right? If I want to get messages out to my audience over a period of time, like when does it start? When does it end? Or it can't be like, you can't just wing it with ads. You can't wing it with this ad in particular. So what happens if you break the Messenger law, right? What happens? And we've heard stories of folks getting their accounts shut down, their pages taken away. Well, the first thing that happens, you're restricted from sending messages. You'll receive an explanation in your Facebook support inbox, and then your page can be shut down, right? So if you're restricted from sending messages, right, definitely check, as I show on the screen here, your page support inbox to see what was the reason why your page, were being restricted from sending messages, right? Ask questions about the policy, just, actually respond. I mean, so Facebook, they're getting better with support. I can tell you that for quite some time, it was terrible. They're getting better with support. And so if you send a message replying to whatever the reason was you were restricted from sending messages, you'll get a reply. And they'll tell you why. And there could be a way to, rectify the situation. But yeah, if you do get a message saying you've been restricted, reply to the person, have a conversation, see what you can do, see what happened. And if it does come to where you get shut down, that's the end of your Messenger bot for that page. Okay. So that's what happens when you break the law. You get restricted, you get a notification, and then if you continue to break the law, the Facebook law anyway, Messenger law, you'll be shut down. So how can you still thrive in this new Messenger ecosystem, right? How can you still generate leads, make sales, enroll people into your business in this new ecosystem? And how can you do it without paying Facebook, unless of course you want to? Well, it starts with this. You have to shift your marketing mindset. A lot of what's taught in MLSP, if you don't get it, you're kind of missing it. But everything that's taught in MLSP works in every marketing platform, whether it's Messenger, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest. The strategies are still the same, and it starts with realizing this is very important for Messenger too. It starts with, it's not about you. It's not about you at all until it is, right? So no one really cares about what you want, right? No one cares that you're trying to sell a Facebook ads course. No one cares that you're trying to recruit for your opportunity. No one cares that you're trying to sell weight loss products. No one cares that you're trying to sell essential oils. Nobody cares, right? What they care about is themselves, right? So your mindset, your marketing mindset needs to shift, especially in Messenger, because it's really not about you. It's about that conversation you're having with that individual. Secondly, don't treat Messenger like email, because it's not email. Again, email is this one-to-many approach. Messenger marketing is a one-to-one individual approach, right? You're asking questions, open-ended questions. You're engaging with people, and you're moving people to the appropriate step that's right for them, right? Some people may be interested right away on buying your product, whereas others may need some more value from you. We'll talk about this when I talk about the Ferris wheel, but you have to know people are different stages in their life, in their business, and this notion that of email. That's why a lot of people have had trouble with Messenger marketing, because they treat it like email, where it's just like, I'm just gonna blast my message out to everyone, and those who want to buy will come back to me, and those who don't, they'll come around some other day, right? Treat it as the one-to-one conversation it is, like you would in your personal messenger. It's all about conversations. Don't hack, listen. And this is really big. Just, you gotta ask open-ended questions that get your subscribers to tell you what they need, what they want, so you can direct them in the right way. Be prospect focused. It's all about their needs, their wants, provide value and satisfaction, and build relationships and engage in authentic communication. And then you provide them what they really need and want, which is a product, a service that you may sell to them. So how should you approach Messenger marketing and bots? Well, first thing is, assume that no one wants to come and use your bot. By a show of hands, how many of you on this webinar actually go to Facebook looking for bots? Unless you're a bot maker like me or someone else, that's different. But how many of you go to Facebook and actually look for bots? Did you know that Domino's Pizza has a bot? Did you know that airlines have bots that you can book flights on? How many pizzas do you think they've ordered? Someone has ordered. How many pizza do you think has been ordered through a bot? Probably very little, because no one's going to Facebook Messenger or a bot to order pizza, right? No one's going to an airline's bot to book a flight. They're going to the website first, right? And so as marketers, as bot builders, make the assumption that no one's coming to your bot, but give them a reason to subscribe, right? I'll talk about this in the Ferris wheel, but you have to give people a reason to come to your world, be in your bot, and then reach out and engage with them on a regular basis, right? Share value, talk to them, see what's going on, and then give them an opportunity to buy. This is where the Messenger Ferris wheel comes into play, which is, I think, very profound. I think it's cool, but it's like a Ferris wheel. You get people into your bot and you keep them going around in a circle. Well, not really a circle, right? It's a circle, but at times people get off, right, to do something. And sometimes they get on another Ferris wheel and they go around in that circle, right? So the first thing is getting people into your bot, which is delivering them something of value, a lead magnet. And this is the essence of marketing. You think about sales funnels, you think about, any kind of content that leads somewhere, it's going to lead to an offer, something of value that your audience wants, right? Why would they want to enter your bot? Well, because you have something that they want. You have a checklist they want. You have some samples of, essential oils that they want. You have a 50% coupon off teeth whitening, right? That they want. You have something of value that they really want. So they're willing to take that next step and give you their name and email address, or they're willing to take that next step with you and enter your bot. Once they've entered your bot, you create a fun and ultra engaging first interaction, right? Get them excited about being in your community. Not really a community, but your one-to-one community, right? Get them excited about connecting and engaging with your bot. And then educate them and deliver value through sequences, daily tips, or step-by-step process, right? Provide value to them while they're on the Ferris wheel, right? And then while they're going around this Ferris wheel, ask questions, right? Ask qualifying questions that gives you intel on what they're looking for, what they need, what they're struggling with, right? So you can better offer them something that fits what they want. Then you soft sell them in an educational context, right? You say, hey, it sounds like you're interested in generating more leads in Facebook ads. Have you ever thought about, investing in a course? Have you done it? Have you taken any courses recently? Have you purchased anything that's helped you to generate leads on Facebook? Have you invested in any coaching that's helped you generate leads on Facebook, right? Soft selling in an educational context. You keep giving value, further qualifying the lead, and then you give a strong call to action to buy, right? And then those who are ready will exit the Ferris wheel and gladly give you their credit card. Those who don't, you keep them on the Ferris wheel, provide them more value, and offer them what they need when they need it. That's it. That is how you succeed with messenger marketing in this post-apocalypse, right? Lead with value, ultra engagement, educate, value, ask questions, soft selling, keeping the value going, further qualify the lead, give a strong call to action. And if they buy, cool. Now you have the opportunity to get them on another Ferris wheel at some point, right? It's literally a sales funnel if you think about it, right? Literally a sales funnel. Those who don't buy, keep them on the Ferris wheel, provide more value. And you can do this using sequences. That is the power of sequences. For now, sequences are not guided by the 24-hour messaging rule. That doesn't mean be overly promotional. What that means is what I just shared on the last slide. Educate and deliver value and then sell. This is an example of a 5-day messenger domination workshop that I did that teaches people about messenger marketing. And then I sell them on my course, right? Educate, deliver value, and then sell. That starting message of each message of the sequence should not contain ad or promotional material, meaning in your sequence, you have various days, like an email autoresponder, you have various days that deliver content. The initial message of each day cannot and should not contain ads or promotional materials. This is it's a quasi 24-hour non-promotional rule, but not really 24 hours, right? Because you can still send a message. That first message of each day should create intrigue with your subscribers and entice them to engage, entice them to click the button or reply to you. That's how you hint, restart the 24-hour clock. And if you wanted to, you could sell in the sequence right then and there, right? So that first message of the sequence that you put out every time when someone is moving through that process has to be something that creates intrigue and entices the subscriber to take an action, click a button, type something to you. So they re-engage, it resets the 24-hour clock, and now you potentially could be promotional to them. Here are the action steps you need to take right now. The first thing, I don't know if we have any people on here that are news publishers, but if you are a news publisher, register under the Facebook news page index. But if you're not, do not try and game the system. I was on one of my clients the other day, top leader in the industry. She sent me a message on Facebook, and it was a link to someone's Facebook Live. And I guess she wanted to make sure I was aware of the Messenger new updates and rules. So she sent it to me, and I'm watching the video, and the marketing quote unquote guru was like, make sure you all apply for Facebook news page index. And in my mind, I'm like, why would everybody do that? They're not news organizations. They're not news publishers. They probably aren't going to get approved, right? So don't try and game the system. If you're not a news publisher, don't frantically go and apply for Facebook or register on the Facebook news page index, because you most likely aren't going to get approved, because they ask for stuff about, your, I think, integrity policy and tons of different information. So don't try and game the system. Follow what I just taught here, right? Use sequences to build relationships and nurture your subscribers. Use sequences to sell and be promotional. Embrace the 24-hour standard messaging window, but don't be a jerk. Don't be that person who's like, all right, I got 24 hours. Let me go out there and sell some stuff to everybody every 5 seconds. I'm gonna just broadcast and blast and sell. Don't be that person. Because again, people will get annoyed. They'll block you and they'll report you, and you'll get your account shut down. So embrace the 24-hour standard messaging window. Do it with integrity, right? Be a good marketer, but don't be a jerk. Embrace Facebook ads, sponsor messaging if it makes sense, but be strategic. And lastly, always build your email list. Although email is not dead and it's crowded, it's still it's the only thing you own online. It's still one of the only things you own online. So inside of Messenger or any other platform, always be building your email list, because if something were to happen to you, or not to you, but to your business on a platform, and you lost all your subscribers, or you lost your YouTube videos, and you didn't have a list, you're starting from scratch, right? So always be building your email list no matter what. That's really what you own online. That's one of the only things you own. But let me ask you a question. Do you see the power and the opportunity of messenger marketing when you build relationships and engage in authentic communication? Do you see that these rule changes really don't matter if you approach the platform or approach marketing the way MLSP teaches and the way I just showed you on this webinar?
So there you have it, the exact steps to not only survive, but thrive in the new bot world, the new bot ecosystem. We want to give a special shout out and thank you to our expert trainer, Antonio Thompson. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you can get notified whenever we publish new content. Leave a comment if you had a breakthrough or have a question. We'd love to hear from you. And if you want more free training like this, click the link in the description, and we'll see you in the next video.